The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to pass, it's back. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Takes it from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Fletcher. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across line and pick up the first down.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw. It's back. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Sayin. Under fire. pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to throw, it's back. Quick completion on the out route. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Let's go! Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. To the air on first down. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The field goal is no good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. It's caught downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it.
Green 25.
The give. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 34, Ohio State 7.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to pass. It's back. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Balvin. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Canes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's some pressure. And wings it incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hard running there. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught close to the marker. It's Bauman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Pringle. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw on 3rd. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Jackson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also, because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The option look. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Go. Ready, go.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
They'll go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Jackrabbit.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Makes it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's back. Got his man in the middle. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club.